the other host of this show, Tantilizing Tony Levin. Since I don't ever disrespect him. I don't say myself as a host. I call him co-host. He feels a certain way about that. So, I'm just going to go ahead and correct it. I'm the host. He the host. It is what it is. Do you feel better?
Are you mocking me?
Am I mocking him? No, bro.
Good afternoon, Jared. You Dibs.
Yes, sir. Good to see you, my friend.
You too, my friend.
No doubt. So tonight, Clash of the Champions. We're gonna do our prediction show right now. Let's not wait. Let's get into it. We're gonna start from the bottom and work our way up to the main event. Let's start with the Smackdown Tag Team Championship. You have Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura versus Lucha House Party. I'm going to let you go ahead first, my friend. What you say about that?
This is total disrespect for Shinsuke Nakamura as well as Cesaro. Both these guys, as you will hear in my podcast, Wrestling with Tantilizing,
yeah.
I did a prediction show. You will hear it. I'll post it after this is over. It's total disrespect. These guys are not heavyweight champions.
Correct.
They've thrown these guys into a tag team. They've made the best out of it. I don't know what they were thinking about putting Lucha House Party in this because, to me, what's the point? It's a waste of time. If they give Lucha House Party the tag titles, I will drink bleach, like Trump said. I see this going as a competitive match, of course. But beyond a shadow of a doubt, bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro will retain the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And that being said, let me just congratulate your Lakers.
Wait, hold on. That's not my Lakers. I have an Anthony Davis jersey on.
Okay, well.
For the Lakers, Anthony Davis was here in New Orleans, and I was happy that he wanted to get out of here because they never got the man no help. So that's what that is.
Okay, well, let me congratulate Anthony Davis, Mr. Unibrow, for getting the title chance finally.
Yes.
Congrats.
Yes, indeed. Let me say this about the match. I think Lucha House Party was thrown in there because there's no New Day. There's no Usos. The other tag team that they had brought in, I forgot the name. They said something, and we haven't seen them on TV since. So the tag team division on SmackDown is pretty much limited. So I think that's why they brought in Lucha House Party. But I totally agree with what you said. It's disrespect to two guys that should be world champions. But I believe that Shinsuke and Cesaro will retain as tag team champions of SmackDown. And I think something's going to happen with Lucha House Party. We might see Kalisto get kicked out because there's friction within Lucha House Party. Kalisto might get kicked out today, out the group. Something's going to happen. He might try to interfere and hit the wrong person, which causes Cesaro and Shinsuke to get the win. But Shinsuke Nakamura and Cesaro will retain as SmackDown Tag Team Champions. All right. Raw Women's Championship. Zelina Vega versus Asuka. I'll let you go first.
Listen, I'm happy they give Zelina a little push. And I'm happy that they're letting her shine a little bit without being a manager. She does have wrestling ability. You did see her in Fighting with My Family. She played AJ Lee.
That's right.
We have seen her in a few matches here and there, but I think with her husband, what's his name?
Aleister Black.
Yeah, you sir, Mr. Eye Patch. Our matey, Mr. Pirate, Aleister Black. I think they've been working pretty hard. Even though I believe Asuka will retain the title, I do believe Zelina Vega will make a good showing. and I'm looking forward to a good match. I'm shocked that she lost. That Selena gave Mickey James a loss. That was a shock. I think they relegated Mickey James into a enhancement talent kind of thing. Like she's the old guard. She's like Natalia. She's gonna help the younger stars build.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be a good match. But of course, I don't think she's ready for Asuka.
I don't think she's ready for Asuka either. But I do want to see them I want them to let her show off her abilities as a wrestler. That's what I'm looking forward to in this match more than anything. Asuka's going to win this match. Asuka's going to retain the belt. But let's see what Zelina Vega is made of. If you listen to her on Busted Open, that was everything she was talking about. She was saying she likes to be the underdog. She loves being the underdog. She likes to prove people wrong. She said people are doubting her. And she said she's going to go in this match and prove people wrong. That is what I want her to do. In regards to winning or losing, put on a good show. Show us that you're capable of one day being a champion. You can hold your own. You can entertain the crowd. You can put on a good show. That is all I want to see, and I hope that she's able to do it, because we need another woman in the women's division to come up eventually. And if she's able to put on a good show, I think the ceiling is forever for Zelina Vega. But Asuka will retain the belt as Raw Women's Champion. Moving on to the United States Championship, Bobby Lashley versus Apollo Crews. I'm going to start this off, and I'm going to straight up say it. Bobby Lashley is keeping the United States Championship. He is not losing his belt. And I don't care if the Hurt Business come out, interfere. I don't care if Ricochet come out and interfere, and whoever else, Mustafa Ali. Bobby Lashley is retaining his belt. The run for Apollo Crews is over. He still might get TV time due to the Hurt Business and still trying to feud with them, whatever. But the Hurt Business and Bobby Lashley retains the United States Championship. This has been a great feud, but probably come tonight, it comes to an end.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you as much as I don't want to. Apollo Crews' day in the sun is over. He's been pushed down the mid card again.
Yeah.
He'll get his last shot at glory tonight, and then he'll pretty much disappear from TV for a little while, if you ask me. Bobby Lashley, a great wrestler, a great physical presence on screen.
Yes.
If I'm booking this, I have him squash the hell out of Apollo Crews and scream in the camera, I want Brock Lesnar, I want Drew McIntyre, I want Randy Orton, whoever's going to be the heavyweight champion, even if he calls out Roman Reigns. I don't care who he calls out. Bobby Lashley should be heavyweight champion. It's about time they give this guy a title shot.
Beyond time, my brother. Beyond time. It should have been done. And I'm saying during his first stint, that ECW World Championship don't count. You know about WWE World Champion. Beyond time. Raw Tag Team Championships. The Street Profits, once again, defending the belts against Andrade and Angel Garza. This time there's no Zelina Vega, no manager. But I think the results will be the same as from last time. The Street Profits will retain the Raw Tag Team Championship belts. Just don't see this tag team right now. I saw it with Zelina, but right now she's gone. I don't see them winning the tag team belts yet. And I'm not taking this jersey off. I'm happy for Anthony Davis. Do you understand? New Orleans didn't get him no help. All right? That's why he left. I was happy he left. Like with Chris Paul and Baron Davis. I'm not taking the jersey off. Back to what I was saying. Yes, the Street Profits will retain as Raw Tag Team Champions, and probably gonna go make their run as Tag Team Champs a little bit longer after this.
So I'm going to disagree with you on this one.
Uh-oh.
I don't see any other reason for them to put these guys in a title match unless you're going to give Andrade and Garza the title. We've seen this match on Raw. We've seen it a million times. They beat these guys a million times.
Yeah.
So what other reason to put them in a match other than to give them the title? I think that Vince is ready to pull the trigger on Montez as a singles competitor. I really do. I think this is a way to break the Street Profits up and maybe repackage them or repackage. What's his name? What's the big
D'Angelo?
Yeah, whatever. Repackage that bum, and maybe he'll go to the fat farm and lose a couple of pounds. Hey, listen, this is a big guy talking to another big guy. We've talked about this a million times, and my disdain for these guys who are in WWE who don't take care of themselves. Now, it's not like he's a Tucker and the heavy
Otis?
machine.
Yeah.
And an Otis, right? He's a different kind of big. D'Angelo, should be in better shape. So I think that Andrade and Garza be the new tag team champions. I don't know if maybe Selena comes out and helps them, but I think that we see an upset tonight.
Okay. You don't think due to maybe the merchandise the Street Profits sell that they're gonna want to keep the belts on them a little bit longer?
You could realize this. They're still going to sell their merchandise, and you can always give them the title right back the next night on Raw or a couple of shows down the road.
True that.
I mean,
yeah,
I don't know why they would put them in a match again unless just switch the titles.
I got you. What if this is a swerve to where, let's say Angel Garza and Andrade lose, and we saw that they had friction before. What if that friction comes back if they lose, and now they're trying to set up a match between Angel Garza and Andrade?
That's a possibility. I think they might want to turn Andrade face to see how it works. It's a possibility, but I think that I don't know. I'm gonna go with my I'm still with my pick, even though it's not the popular one. I was just trying to think logically on.
I understand.
On why they would do this again, and you make a good point that they might be just breaking them up, but they would need this match to do that. So I think that you see new champions.
Okay. I got another question for you. Do you think Angel Garza is a future star in the WWE?
Too small.
Too small?
I mean, I think the guy's a great wrestler as well as Andrade, but their size is going to keep them mid-card forever. Gotcha. Andrade will never be, to me, Universal or WWE champion, even though he could be. He was a great NXT champion. But look at how they do you when you come up from NXT. Look at Aleister Black. Kevin Owens had a little run, and it was, they just don't keep you in the limelight. I don't know. So I don't see Angel Garza as going further than an IC or US champion.
Hey, Brian Cannon says, you want the smoke.
Listen, I like the Street Profits. I like them a lot. Montez is the one that I like to watch, but of course having two African Americans as champion makes me happy. Right. But we got two guys who are Hispanic, they deserve it too. They're hard workers.
That's right.
So I think they deserve it. Angel Garza hasn't held any gold yet.
Nope.
So this might be his moment to shine. So I'm giving it to Angel Garza and Andrade Cien Almas, even though they changed his name.
Yeah, cool deal. Women's Tag Team Championship. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm not really interested in even seeing this match, but it's on the card. This is Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler against the Riot Squad. The Riot Squad got back together. Just Liz Morgan and Ruby Riot. They got back together. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler are two people that don't like each other, but are two powerhouses in the company. They are the tag team champions. I'm just gonna be real. Riot Squad ain't got a shot. They ain't got a shot in hell, bro.
No. As Vince would say, no chance in hell. But I disagree with you that you say you're not interested. I'm very interested because I think the chemistry between Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler is classic. I love that they hate each other. I love that they argue back and forth. I love that one tries to one up the other. I think it's great. I think it's a perfect tag team. It reminds me of a Sheamus and Cesaro tag team. They didn't like each other. And I think they're going to have this title reign for a while. Okay. I think it's a way to keep Shayna in the title picture as well as Nia Jax because they're both, listen, no matter what you think of either one of them, they're both still pretty green. They both, Shayna is very deliberate and slow with her actions, and Nia Jax still has some work to do where she's not hurting anybody. So I think putting them together in a tag team, it takes the pressure off of both of them to have to carry a full match. So I like the tag team. I also like Liv, and Ruby Riott is one of my favorites, but the Riott Squad works for me. I mean, it ain't the greatest tag team in the world, but you gotta have some women that can tag. So I think it'll be a good match. I definitely think that Nia Jax is gonna put the kibosh on the both of them, and Shayna Baszler will make someone tap out. So the ladies champions do retain.
Cool deal. Cool. SmackDown Women's Championship match. We've seen this match many times this year. Bayley defends the belt against Nikki Cross. Now, I'm going to tell you what I feel is going to happen, and then I'm going to say what can possibly happen. I'm going to go first. I don't think we will see Sasha Banks at all tonight. I don't think it happens. I think Bayley defeats Nikki Cross, but I think we will see Alexa Bliss in some kind of way or fashion interfere, get hypnotized or cursed by the Fiend, and cause Nikki Cross to lose. That's what I feel is going to happen tonight. What could possibly happen? Sasha Banks comes out, shows her face. Nikki Cross rolls up Bayley for the 1, 2, 3. Then Sasha goes to attack Bayley. I don't think that's going to happen, but that is a possibility. But with Sasha being hurt with a neck and a knee, I don't think so. I think Alexa Bliss causes Nikki Cross to lose tonight, and that starts their feud.
Good point. I like that. You're not seeing Sasha works perfectly for me because it sells that she's still hurt pretty bad. There's no way Nikki Cross wins this title tonight. It puts a kibosh on all the plans of having a good match between Sasha and Bayley, either at Survivor, Rumble, or WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So I didn't even think about the whole Alexa Bliss factor. So that might be a pretty good thing to happen. Alexa Bliss definitely could show up and cause some problems for Nikki Cross. And Bayley right now is just on fire. She is just one of the biggest heels in the business right now. To me, she rivals MJF over in AEW.
Good point.
She's good on the mic. She looks so hateful and so bitchy.
Yeah.
The Karen haircut is working for her. So I agree that she retains the title tonight.
Let's say Sasha doesn't interfere, Bayley wins. And come on Friday Night SmackDown, we don't see Sasha. Who will be next to challenge Bayley for that SmackDown Women's Championship? Who could it be?
If you're gonna draw it out, and if you're gonna lock Nikki Cross up with Alexa Bliss in their little feud, and now that Mandy's off of SmackDown and back and on Raw, there's not that many women who are gonna compete for the title unless you bring Naomi back.
Yeah.
She's been on TV. She's been off TV for a while.
Yes, she has.
So maybe Naomi makes a run at her. Her and Bayley always have good matches.
Yeah.
I don't really see anybody else competing with her other than the Southern Belle, Lacey Evans. They're both heels, but they can go that route, So we'll see. But I think if they're smart, they put her in the ring with Naomi. Because they'll have good matches, and when she beats Naomi, it looks legit. It just makes Sasha look that much stronger.
I agree. Somebody says Tamina. I don't know. We saw that recently. Somebody also says, so now y'all getting behind Bayley because at first she wasn't believable. If we said on the show a while ago, because it wasn't believable at first, but Charlotte Flair, when they had their promo and their match, Charlotte Flair was the one to make Bayley believable as a heel. It was Charlotte Flair. And once that happened and Bayley beat her, then seeing Bayley as a heel became believable. And everything Bayley has done since then as a heel is true heel status. Top of the line heel status. I mean, then what she did to Sasha was just freaking criminal. Just freaking criminal. So, I mean, it built from the ground on up with Bayley as a heel. She's one of the top heel in the business today. Very believable. But yes, you have to give Charlotte some credit when they had the promo together and that match that she beat Charlotte. Ever since then, to the ceiling. Do you agree?
Whose comment was that?
It gotta be somebody on the over the top rope page because I can't see the name. It says Facebook user. On my phone, I got it on MVS. And nobody on MVS said that. So it's somebody on over the top rope. I have to go back and look at it after, but it says Facebook user.
Hey, Facebook user, listen up, bro. Maybe it's your first time watching the show. If in case you didn't know, I'm Tantilizing Tony, the host of the show. Here's my co-host JB Jared Boy. Listen, let me get something straight with you, bro.
Hey, whoever just put it was mine. Okay, B Cannon. It's B Cannon.
Okay. Oh, it's Brian?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to disrespect Brian because Brian's my brother. But Brian, in the beginning, we did say that they were, it wasn't believable. But as you see, as the weeks have progressed, she's grown into the character. You got to realize in the beginning, stuff's not going to work right off the bat because being a heel wasn't her natural thing. She had to learn how to be a heel. It's not easy, trust me. Everybody can't be Tantilizing Tony who can go from one side to the other just like that. You got something like Jared who stays down the middle like a glass of milk every week. No depth, no persona, just blah blah blah. Yet everybody can't have the je ne sais quoi such as I do, like Bayley. Our feed. We back?
We back.
So
the feed guys didn't like you lying about me, so that's what happened.
Listen, bro. Everybody's against me. It's okay. I'm used to it. But I just think that she's going into it, B Cannon, and I think she's done a good job. And you're right. We did say we didn't believe her. We always believe Sasha as a heel, and now Bayley's coming to her own, and she's taking it to the next level.
Definitely. B Cannon said, "Don't get me wrong. I agree. She has my full attention. We got you, sir. We got you.
She's done her job. She made you a believer.
That's it. Yes, sir. Intercontinental Championship match. The champion, Jeff Hardy, versus AJ Styles versus the other champion, Sami Zayn. My brother, floor is yours on this one.
Listen, I know a lot of people want AJ to win these titles, and a lot of people want Jeff Hardy. I'm telling you right now, Sami Zayn is the true Intercontinental Champion. I've been following Sami Zayn since he got to NXT. I think he's been slighted. I think tonight it's the Sami Zayn show. I think Sami Zayn pulls the upset and carries both titles out of Clash of Champions, and he will be your undisputed Intercontinental Champion. Sami Zayn with the dub.
Look, everybody, I think we're getting a good ladder match between three of the best entertainers, performers in the game. But I think Smackdown kind of gave it away. They threw Jeff out the ring to make Jeff look strong. And Sami pinned AJ. AJ walked up the ladder at the end of the match and grabbed the belts. Cancel out AJ. He's not winning. Okay? AJ is the superstar, the best in the business that's holding it down on the mid-card level. Okay? All right? You have Jeff Hardy, one of the best ever to do it, from tag team to solo performer. And you have Sami Zayn, who we have known since the Ring of Honor days. Tony says it's going to be Sami Zayn. I say Jeff Hardy is getting the belts. He will walk out champion, and then that will start a rivalry between he and Sami, and I think Sami will win then. But tonight, I think Jeff Hardy will be the one to walk out as the Intercontinental Champion.
Hey, listen, you make good points. I just want to point out as well, as the last two pay-per-views, I'm 15-1. 15-1.
That's nice.
So
you want to?
tonight I plan on adding to that total.
Hey, you can add. You might add one match as a win.
We'll see.
Yes, indeed. Oh, the Falcons lost again, and they were winning. Oh man, yes, indeed. All right, Universal Championship: Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso.
You want to do that? You want to do that one first?
Well, I was going in line, and they saying that the main event gonna be Randy and Drew, but I can flip it.
Flip it, please. Flip it, please.
You want to go first with the WWE Championship with Drew versus Randy?
I appreciate that. Listen, I hate gimmick matches. I hate gimmick matches with two good wrestlers. If this was like an Undertaker versus Kane match, I get it. Not that Undertaker's not a good wrestler. They're just big guys. When you got guys who can wrestle, gimmick matches don't work for me. You know? I don't like the whole ambulance match thing with these two guys. That being said, this favors Randy Orton because he can cheat his ass off. You know? Yeah. And I know I've been calling it. I called it at the pay-per-view before the last pay-per-view that Randy Orton was going to win the damn title. And tonight, it comes to fruition. The Legend Killer, 14-time WWE champion. Tonight's the night.
Tonight's the night. He's going with Randy Orton. And I'm going to say this. The last pay-per-view, I said Randy was going to win. And then when he won the number one contender match, I said, okay, Randy has to win. But then I'm watching what's happening to Keith Lee. I'm watching it. DQ. He gets DQ'd. He loses. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen tonight. Randy and Drew will beat the living hell out of each other. Okay, two big guys. It's going to beat each other up. It's a no DQ match when it's an ambulance match. When they get to the ambulance, somebody going to open that door and Keith Lee coming out kicking ass. Keith Lee will be waiting in the ambulance. I'm telling you. And he will get revenge on both these guys. Nobody walking out champion. Well, Drew going to walk out because of Keith Lee interfering. But Keith Lee interferes. All right? And at the end, he grabs the belt and raises it above both of them. And that is when we're going to have the triple threat match at Hell in a Cell. I'm going with that because I'm not picking a winner. Keith Lee interferes. He's tired of being DQ'd for no reason. He's tired of both of them interfering in his matches. Keith Lee will be waiting in the ambulance when they open the door and he interferes. Book it.
We'll see. I mean, it's not a bad call. I just think it's Randy's time.
Brian Cannon says Randy goes down. He doesn't need the titles right now. We understand he doesn't need the titles, but I mean, think about it, B. Cannon. You still trying to set something up with Randy. He's been in the game so long. I mean, think about it. He has never lost top tier status. There's wrestlers that be out there that lose top tier status. Randy has not. You will sit there and watch Randy no matter what, champion or not. Okay? Randy gets the belt. Hey, he's a couple steps closer to number 16, and we can set up him and John Cena some type of way for number 17 or whatever. But nah, Randy wins. I had no problem with it. Drew will get it back. I still say they will give Drew his moment at WrestleMania 37 in LA, but with the fans. But Tony says Randy. I say Keith Lee interferes. And now we go to the Universal Championship. Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso. I'm going to go first here. And yes, Roman Reigns will win. But this is a time to let Jey Uso shine as a solo competitor. This is his chance. Roman does not have to do most of the offense at all. Of course, he's going to do some. He's going to show his power. But this is about trying to get Jey Uso over as a solo competitor while Jimmy is out with injury. And the same thing with Zelina Vega. Let Jimmy shine. Let us see what Jimmy can do by himself. That is all I want. That's all I want. I want Jimmy Uso to shine. He's not going to win. The big dog keeps the belt. But Jimmy shines. And if Jimmy shines well, then more doors will open for Jimmy as a solo competitor. Even Tony said it on Friday. They might split them up and see what they could do as solo competitors on different brands. But just give Jimmy a shot and let Jimmy shine in the ring. He's going to lose, but let him shine. You got him, my brother.
Yeah, I don't know much more I can say about this other than I think this is going to be the match of the night. I think it's going to be the match of the night over the ladder match. Uh-huh. I really think that Jey Uso is going to bring out the best in his cousin. Roman Reigns tonight, I predict, will have new outfit on, new music.
I heard he's not wearing a shirt anymore or the vest. It's going to be
the dude is jacked. If you notice,
yeah,
he jacked way more than what he was before. Mm-hmm. And I think tonight is Roman Reigns coming out party, where he's going to show that he can actually wrestle. Because Jey Uso is a different kind of wrestler. He's a high flyer, but he also can mat wrestle too.
Yeah.
So we're going to see tonight a great match between these guys who have grew up together like brothers. I mean, this is not some gimmick. They literally grew up in the same house, like brothers. Yeah. Went to the same school. They're only a few years apart. I think maybe 1 or 2 years apart.
I think 2 years apart.
Yeah, and how they're saying they used to fight. They used to fight. They always used to fight.
Right.
Like, they would kick each other's asses, and then when people would get in their face, they're like, "Yo, this is the family."
Yeah.
And that's how it is with with your family. You fight them tooth and nail. Then when someone messes y'all wreck shop.
That's right.
So tonight, as much as I like Jey Uso, we know he's not going to win that title. There's no point in giving it to him. But tonight is the Roman Reigns coming out party with this gimmick, and it's Jay's time to shine. We in for a barn burner. It's going to be a great match. But the Universal Championship will stay with the Tribal Chief, the big dog, Roman Reigns.
Totally agree. Do you think we will see Retribution tonight?
Well, you asked that question as you talked about Keith Lee.
Yeah.
And this is why I knew you were going to ask that. That's why I want you to do this last. Because now we can segue back to the ambulance match. If Keith Lee is part of Retribution, tonight's the night to do it.
I agree.
Tonight's the night to do it. You have them come out and beat the living crap out of everybody. That might cost my pick, Randy Orton, to lose. But if Keith Lee is the leader of Retribution, tonight's the night to do it. And maybe they somehow fix what they've done with the Slapjack name and the mace and the bar and all that shit.
Retaliation, reckoning, yeah, all that.
If you check out my podcast, Wrestling with Tantilizing, you'll hear me talk about that. It will be in the MVS page after this show goes off the air. But I really think that tonight's the night to do it if they're gonna do it.
All right. Well, ladies and gents, there you have it. That's our special edition episode of Over the Top Rope. For my stepping mat, that's Tantilizing Tony 11. I'm the host, Mr. Steal Your Dibs.
Oh, one more program note.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
The watch party starts at 6:45 Eastern Time, right here on MVS. I will be your host. Bring your drinks, bring your snacks. We will be playing a drinking game tonight. So bring your liquor. Every time I'll tell you when something's mentioned, you got to drink. So join at 6:45 Eastern Time, live right here on MVS for the Clash of Champions MVS Watch Party with your host, your boy, the Tantilizing one, Tony the Bus Driver, 167, Tony 11.
There you go, everybody. Please tune into the watch party tonight. Please do it. And with that being said, we'll see y'all, all right, Friday after Smackdown. Till then, watch Clash of Champions, join the watch party, and peace.